Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football. Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. What a sad video this is going to be, eh? What a sad video. I was hoping for months that this video wouldn't come. But it has to. It has to. And we've known for a little while now that Antonio Rudiger is going to be leaving Chelsea Football Club. But yeah, when it comes to things like this and people leaving, I always wait until it's officially announced. Because then it's proper, it's legit, it's not just a rumor that someone heard. It's coming from the horse's mouth, and as they say. And with Rudiger, well, he's come out himself and explained the situation, and he's clarified exactly what's happened. We're going to get into it. We've got Antonio Rudiger to discuss, and we've got a special guest appearance at Stamford Bridge yesterday, which is maybe an indicator for the direction that Chelsea Football Club are going to be going in under American ownership like Todd Bowley. Anyway, a lot of star power, perhaps. Going to turn into Hollywood. We'll see. But let's start off with Antonio Rudiger. Antonio Rudiger has today officially announced that he is leaving Chelsea Football Club. He's going to Real Madrid. And he's given us a goodbye. And, yeah. Kill me. Kill me now. You know, this is where all the Chelsea fans are going to be like, oh, I'm done, that's it, slit the veins. Honestly, look, I'll show you exactly what Antonio Rudiger has done and what he has said, and then we'll analyse it together. So, Antonio Rudiger says on his Twitter page, I don't like goodbyes, but I will try to make this one special from the heart. My piece with Players Tribune, run by TPT Football. Players Tribune Football, hashtag always believe, hashtag hustle. There's also a clip on his Twitter page saying, at the end of the day, the light was stronger than the darkness. To all the Chelsea fans around the world, thank you. And there's a clip of a minute where he tells all of us, all the Chelsea fans across the world, goodbye and thank you. There's a video on the Players Tribune YouTube channel, which I'll leave a link for actually right here, so you can check that out. I'll leave a link after you're done. Click there, you can see the full interview on Players Tribune by Rudiger where he tells everyone goodbye. And on their website is an entire article based on what was said. This is from Antonio Rudiger himself, Dear Chelsea, and the whole article goes on to explain everything. The whole transcript is here for what he said, acknowledging the 5 years of his time at Chelsea Football Club and him saying goodbye and him saying thank you. And that is the pinnacle right there. That image right there is the final one. The final one. Man, Antonio Rudiger, man. Tony, why are you doing this? Why you gotta go? Stay. I don't know. Someone quick. I don't know. Do something. Go to his house. Give him a lasagna or something. Not without the poisoning. I don't want no Tottenham lasagna. None of that. But if you get the reference, you get the reference. You're old school. You were there when Tottenham got poisoned. But anyway, Antonio Rudiger. Where can we begin with this guy? In this interview and this goodbye that he gave all of us, you could see there's a lot of fans that were asking, do you think that, well, asking me, but I've seen it across everywhere, a lot of people raising the point that, do you think Antonio Rudiger's bad times at Chelsea were a factor in this decision of him leaving, despite, under Tuchel, him being absolutely monstrous and being world-class and playing game after game, you know, putting all those dark moments behind him? Was it enough or was it not enough? You know, for him to start considering, I still need to leave this club. Well, in the interview, in this piece that he does with Players Tribune, he talks about that. And you could see that even though he was talking in the good sense of, yeah, those dark moments were there, but in the end of the day, it worked out well. And in the end of the day, he gave an example of the 6-0 loss, which I was there for. I saw with my own eyes what happened. If you go back to the clips, you might actually see me a few rows away. I was there with Louis Beneventi. We went to the game together. We were after 4-0, just 20 minutes, 4-0 down, looking at each other, jaws dropped like, mate, what's going on here? What is 20 minutes? We're down 4-0. Why did we come? But immediately after that, after the game, I remember, and all of you saw this on TV, where Antonio Rudiger came over to the fans. And there was a lot of abuse being hurled. A lot of, what the hell was that? What you guys doing? What was that? We've just been absolutely caked 6-0 by Man City, and we've given an absolutely shambolic performance. What have you got to say for yourself? And I could hear it from where I was. Antonio literally coming over to all of us and just going, I'm sorry. We're really sorry. Really sorry. He was just apologising. And he tells a story because there was one fan amongst that bunch that was hurling abuse at Tony. And Tony literally apologising, and a few of the other fans that were there turning to that one fan and telling him, hey, relax now, relax, all right? Yeah, we're all angry, but relax. He's come over to apologise. Be a bit humble. And all of those fans actually managed to get that one supporter to actually go, you know what, okay, fair enough, you've apologised, cool. And everyone started clapping Tony Rudiger away. And he acknowledged that sort of moment and those different moments that were difficult. Those moments where he was getting criticised. Those moments where he wasn't playing. You know, under Lamps, for example. Just wasn't getting a look into the team. But the way he made it seem was that despite all of that, as he quoted, there was more light than darkness. The light overpowered the darkness at the end. And I still think, even though he's referenced all of that, I still think that, yeah, maybe those moments did play a part in his decision overall in leaving Chelsea Football Club. But he's acknowledged exactly what's gone down, and he's acknowledged all the really good times. And since Thomas Tuchel's come in, he's been absolutely stellar. He's been magnificent, man. Absolutely, an absolute rock. Absolute fantastic centre-back, solid, proper Chelsea. You know, if we're talking proper Chelsea, I don't normally say proper Chelsea. I like proper Chelsea, but the way the term's been misconstrued now, you know, people hear proper Chelsea, they think, some old school geezer in a pub who knows nothing but Chelsea, who's racist, or that's the connotation now with proper Chelsea. That's not proper Chelsea. You know, if you're in London and you know what proper Chelsea is, you just know that proper Chelsea is just someone who is absolutely, you know, who adores Chelsea Football Club to the point beyond belief, you know, where they are blue through and through. That's proper Chelsea, regardless of background, the way you're from, or if you're born and bred in London, or if you're born and bred somewhere halfway across the world. You are proper Chelsea if you love the club to the point of no return, right? It's as simple as that. And the same goes for the players, and the same goes for the managers that come through the door. Rudiger, for me, proper Chelsea, man. Proper Chelsea. You know, he has that characteristic which we all, I think, as Chelsea fans, we all demand, which is it's part of the DNA. It's part of the fabric. There are teams that have players that are elegant. You know, I'll give you an example. Barcelona. You know, Barcelona, the fabric of player that Barcelona fans even expect to walk through the door are players with flair and class and a little bit of, you know, nice technicality, nice skill. You know, it looks good. Like with Chelsea, the fabric, the DNA is, look, I need you to come in and give 200%, break some legs, you know, don't let anyone through. And even if we get all the hate in the world, we're still going to win. Like that's the mentality. You know, some teams are different. Some teams get success in other ways. Chelsea have done that way for years. Rudiger is that mold. You know, the way he goes in for challenges, the way that his character, the way he goes crazy sometimes. You see during a game, I mean, flipping out, there was one time he was chasing down a player and he's literally doing knee-ups as he's running to the player, and you're thinking, what on earth is this guy doing? You know, once I think he went in for a tackle and he looked like he was demented. He looked like he came out from that challenge and he was like, you know, and you're like, what is wrong with this guy? But that's proper Chelsea. You know, that is proper Chelsea. That is what we like. And Rudiger was just an absolute example of that. So, Antonio, what can I say? Good luck in Madrid. Thank you for everything. We love you beyond belief. It's a shame that he couldn't stay for reasons, as he's explained. It was nothing to do even with the sanctions or anything. Yes, it played a part, but it wasn't the ultimate factor. He's gone for a new challenge. He's fulfilled his contract. He's fulfilled his duty, and he wants to go elsewhere to end his career. Good luck to him. Good luck to him, and I wish him the best. And thank you for everything, because despite all those bad moments, I know many players that would have just picked up their bags and leave. You know, there are examples. A certain striker before Lukaku came, before Werner came, we all know about, who just packed up his bags and left. That's an example right there. Don't want to quote names, but you know who. You know, there are players that stick through it. You know, who get hate for initial period, who get criticism, but then they stick through it, they keep going, and then they come out stronger and they come out an absolute stellar of a player. And Rudiger was an example of that. So Antonio Rudiger, thank you very much for everything you've done for us. We won't forget you. Best of luck in Madrid. I hope you absolutely smash it out there. And you're welcome back at any time. Anytime. Thank you again, Antonio Rudiger. All the best, mate. Good luck. So yeah, check out Antonio Rudiger, his interview and all of that, as I've already showed you exactly where it all is. To move on to other things, to close the video very quickly, special guest appearance yesterday at the Chelsea-Leicester game, and this one I didn't expect. I don't know if you guys can actually see this guy. Can you? I can't see him. Check this out. Bit of light. WW Entertainment, so WWE, wrestling and Hollywood star John Cena pops up at Stamford Bridge with Chelsea FC supporter and film director Matthew Vaughan, so Matt Vaughan. Not takeover talk, but there's always glamour in West London. And we've got another picture right here of John Cena next to Todd Bowley. I mean, this is the last guy I thought would rock up at Stamford Bridge. John Cena. And I just know the comments. The comments are going to be filled with all of you going, I don't see anyone there, Younes. All I see, look, like this picture here, all I see is Todd Bowley and some lady next to him. I don't see anyone else. Who else is there in the picture? You can see him. You can see me. Look, John Cena, last person I would have expected. I swear he's a Tottenham fan as well. Like, what's he doing? But anyway, look, these sort of things are good. In the long run, they are good. Why? Because it's star power, you know? And it's rocking up at Stamford Bridge, rocking up at Chelsea, you know? When you get people like that rocking up and giving a guest appearance like that, you know, for Chelsea Football Club, seems like we're tied with some very big names, you know, and we're attracting that much attention. And Todd Bowley could be that guy, because Todd Bowley is a very successful American businessman. And yeah, if he's got connections and they're coming into the box to watch football matches, then yeah, cameras are going to be pointed at Chelsea Football Club, which means more exposure, which means more trend, I would say. And Chelsea FC being, you know, the glamorous club of London, let's have it right. We are the glamorous club of London. We are Chelsea. For anyone that knows London, all you got to say is Chelsea. You know the area Chelsea. It's not exactly, you know, flipping Highbury and Islington. With all due respect. No, I'm kidding. I'm not mocking. Highbury and Islington is actually a really decent area. But that, or Seven Sisters, you know, Chelsea, Knightsbridge, it's the rich land of London. So, yeah. Of course, these sort of names are going to be popping up. Todd Bowley seems like he has that pull power. So, yeah, John Cena was in attendance last night. Fantastic. Anyway, we'll see who else rocks up to Stamford Bridge. And that's basically it for today. I want to pinpoint something very, very quickly before I end this video. In other news, we've got Kylian Mbappe. And when this is official, when he makes his decision, we'll see. But there's apparently 2 offers on the table. His mother has spoken and said that he has a deal by Real Madrid on the table and a deal by PSG on the table. Apparently, they've accepted terms with Real Madrid and with PSG in terms of agent and all of that and his parents. Now it's up to Mbappe. It's his decision. Pick Real Madrid or pick PSG. PSG apparently are trying to offer him a position as owner of PSG as well, as part of the contract. His own image rights and up to $1 million a week. I have nothing to say. PSG should be excluded from world football just for that. How can you offer a player to become owner as part of a reason for him to stay? And $1 million a week as your salary and your own image rights. I mean, okay, own image rights, that's fair enough. But unbelievable. And I still think he's going to say no. And I still think he's going to Real Madrid. So we'll wait and see. But when that all comes out, I will do a separate video on the Mbappe story and the whole saga, because it's coming down to a very fine wire. A very fine line. We'll see who he chooses. Who do you think he's going to choose? Let me know down below. But there we are, people. Thank you all so much. Tomorrow will be your match preview. And I think it's not just going to be Chelsea versus Watford. I will be talking Chelsea-Watford, but I'm going to give you a preview for the title race and for relegation and for top 4 as well, even though that's pretty much nailed on that Tottenham will be getting top 4. But I'll give you a full-on preview tomorrow for the final day. And then on Sunday, it's the watch-along of the final day, and we'll see how the Premier League season ends once and for all. So I will see all of you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash like button if you've enjoyed this. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. In a bit. Take care and peace.